Welcome, everyone, to Heroes of Humanity, where our goal is making the world a better place by identifying, celebrating, and emulating the sung and unsung heroes among us. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all why I started this channel. Now, our threefold mission plan is based on three key watchwords: identify, celebrate, and emulate. First, identify. Identify and spotlight the sung and unsung heroes amongst us who are making the world a better place for others. And we will be asking for your help in this regard at the end of this video. Two, celebrate. Celebrate the example of those who are beacons of encouragement, those heroes who are beacons of encouragement. Three, emulate. Emulate where we can the noble heroes amongst us by meditating on their example and letting it rub off, so to speak, on our priorities. Now, many of you, I'm sure, are like me. I have a very cynical outlook on humanity, and it's very discouraging. The older I get and the more I watch the world news, the more cynical I become. And why shouldn't we become discouraged when 99% of the reporting in the news is on the negative plight of mankind? And rightly so nowadays, because why? There's simply so much negative stuff going on around us. You have your school and mass shootings. School and mass shootings are so common here in the US that if you don't hear one reported for a week, you think things are looking up. That's how bad it is. You have your worldwide terrorism. You have your 9/11. You have your Hamas terrorism. You have all these other terrorists out there vying for power and control. You have wars and conflicts. There are now at least 50 active conflicts in the world, the highest number since World War II. And starvation, which is so sad. There is at least 730 million souls right now, as I'm speaking, that are facing hunger, with 2 billion facing moderate to severe food insecurity. And then, of course, you got your political wars. Now, these two faces raise the ire, the anger of most Americans in one direction or another. So much so, many analysts say we are on the brink of a civil war. Of course, the list of social ills just goes on and on. You have your social media disputes, the tribal wars over what is the best diet between vegan, carnivore, low carb, low fat. You have sky high divorce rates. Then there's the elderly, the child and sexual abuse and scandals which are running rampant. And don't get me started on the wars between varying religions and Christian denominations. And I find it very interesting how people across political and religious lines are agreed on one thing, that things are insane out there. I hear people of all stripes and persuasions lamenting about it all the time. But many seem unable to point their finger to the exact cause. Well, there are many causes, of course, but the prime ones, in my opinion, are wrong core values, wrong perspectives, and wrong priorities. In other words, being self-oriented rather than others-oriented. Or if you wanted to put it in just one word, selfishness. Now, this brings me back to the purpose of this channel. Since I despise the selfishness I see in myself and others, I find it both cathartic and encouraging to see people sacrificing for other people to make their lives better. I think to myself, why can't I do that? The more stories I read about these types of people, the more encouraged I become. One of the blessings of this channel is that it allows me to immerse myself in the world of heroes, people who are making a difference directly or indirectly in the lives of others. All right, so what is a hero? The dictionary definition of a hero is a person who is admired or idealized for courage and outstanding achievements or qualities. We're going to be looking at two types of heroes on this channel. The ones who make the headlines, aka otherwise known as the sung heroes. They get all the press and accolades, and often rightly so. But perhaps more importantly, we are going to honor the unsung heroes among us, the ones who are demonstrating outstanding personality qualities of selflessness, perseverance, or other qualities on a much smaller scale. Oftentimes, these unknown people are greater heroes in their own right than the popular sung heroes. Now, here's how I see it. We in the West, as a rule, are celebrating the wrong type of individuals. Whether it's our obsessive fanaticism over entertainment personalities, we obsess over a millionaire's quarterback rating rather than his character, which may be morally abominable otherwise, or an obsessive fanaticism over an actor's ability to portray a fictional character on the big screen while their personal life is horrible and atrocious. Western society, by and large, is getting it wrong. Since we have the wrong focus as a society, we are having the wrong outcome. Now, in closing, we are looking for new hero stories, especially the unsung, unappreciated heroes among us. So if you want to send us one of your hero stories, someone you want us to feature, please email us at heroesofhumanity@yahoo.com. Include at least one pic and a concise one-page bio describing why you think they should be featured, including your contact information so we can get back to you. We will feature as many as possible that meet our criteria. Now note, they cannot promote what we deem to be immoral acts or causes. We may use them as a full-length video or in our shorter honorable mention category, which we will slip in at the end of a fuller-length hero spotlight. Now remember, some of your heroes will be heroic in small things and some in much larger. Few of us, for example, will ever attain the hero performance level of, say, abolitionist William Wilberforce or Mother Teresa, or even Teresa's unheralded Hindu counterpart, Manisha Krishnasamy, all of whom we will be featuring in due time. Now, let me give you an example of a smaller type hero story, something that will explain to you what I'm talking about when I'm talking about smaller things, quote unquote smaller things. A local newspaper featured a boy, he was like 17, I think, who was getting ready to go into college. He was graduating from high school, was getting ready to go into college. He even paid for his first year of college at Penn State or some university like that. But he got into a tragic car accident. His mom died in the car accident. And he became a quadriplegic. And yet, even though he couldn't go to college, back then, by the way, they didn't even have like handicap ramps at colleges or public places yet. It was before all that. But even though he couldn't go to college, he started his own business, all wheelchair bound. That's encouraging to me on a number of levels. And the biggest one is not to let smaller setbacks derail me, as I often do when I see others overcoming much more than what I have to face. Now, as one final note, I'm a Christian, so naturally a lot of the people I will be featuring will be Christians. But not all the heroes featured in Heroes of Humanity are Christians. Many will be non Christians, atheists, Muslims, Hindus, etc. Some I will have no idea what their personal life is like. Now, if I spotlight, say, a firefighting hero, I could care less what their religious, sexual, or political views are. If someone risks their life by pulling me from a burning building, I need not check out their background before expressing my heartfelt thanks to them for saving me and their devotion to helping and saving others. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe and pass our channel on to others so we can get out the good news to counter some of the bad news that we're hearing all the time. Bye bye.